Good morning, everyone. My name is Kimberlie Wright. Welcome once again to Hand-Built Pottery and Sculpture. Thanks again for joining. We're going to continue our part 3, or I guess it's part 2 on our Sgraffito project from yesterday, but it's really not a part 2 because I guess we're done with that. I'm basically just supposed to be showing you the finished project of the product of what I did as it pertains to scratching, Sgraffito, doing the process on my piece. So first, I want to just put on my apron. And if you all can see in the chat, I have written a message to you. It says, greetings, everyone. So while I'm doing this, you'll be able to participate. We are in class, so be mindful of that. Although you are at home, don't forget you're in class. It says, greetings, everyone. If you have clay, you want to get a small ball of clay and a spray bottle. Excuse me. If you're able to, get a small ball of clay, just something that can fit in your hand. If you want me to show you about the size of clay that we're going to be using, then I'll do that right quick, although my hands are going to get really messy. So I have this piece right here, and compare it to my hand. This is how it looks. So right now, I'm just gonna spray some water into it just to get it moist. And it's no rush, that's why I'm giving you a chance now to go ahead and, grab some clay if you're able to. I see Miss Diana, Mr. Van Dyke Howard got clay. If you're able to get some clay, please do so. It'll be better for more of you to participate. So I was gonna say, go rinse your hands, but however, I'm just going to wash them with the water I have. Clean up. So while we are getting our clay ready and spray bottle, although you can see that I did not say that you needed any tools, but however, whatever you have in front of you that you can use, it'll be to your benefit. But I think you only possibly, you might need like 1 or 2 tools, I don't know, but I just think you might need just the clay as far as I'm concerned, and the spray bottle. It's really all about not really getting too technical with it. All right, so my hands are pretty much clean enough, although I don't want to get. All right, so somebody was asking once again if some people didn't see the demonstration last time. I'm gonna blow this. Y'all see that slip, so to speak, but if I turn it over, some came out. However, I do want it to be a little thicker, like mayonnaise, instead of runny like that. Mayonnaise isn't runny like that. If you turn the jar of mayonnaise over, it's not gonna just come running out like that. Although I'm continuing to talk, young people, go ahead and get your supplies that you need. I'm shaking up my slip in my slip trail container. And the reason why I want to do that is because it was sitting over all night with the lid, the applicator off of it so that it could get some air so it could get thicker. However, it's still not thick enough to my liking. But anyway, this is the particular piece that I finished yesterday that we were doing the Sgraffito. So I don't know, like going from the side, you can see scratches or whatever, but however, I will be showing you all this again after it's fired. And I mean, for me, that's not the best rendition of probably something I can do, but it's okay. Like it could be better. However, I'm not gonna beat myself up. And so this is the starfish piece. It has Sgraffito in it, scratched, and I've already put, if you see those like bubbles all around, that is already the slip trail. But however, right now, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this slip trail while you all are getting your things together. And I'm gonna stand up so hopefully you can see what I'm actually doing. All right, I'm gonna need this newspaper in case my slip trail gets clogged, and then I'll push the slip trail out on the actual piece. So I need to see if it's coming out good. It's coming out really good. So what I'm gonna do.
Back up some, Kim.
Sorry, it's really hard doing this like in an angle.
Yep.
I mean, in this groove. All right. It may be too dry at this point to even add this slip trail. Like I can only tell when it dries if it kind of crumbles or cracks up. Hopefully not.
Are you filling in where you use the Sgraffito?
No, I mean I might be going over a little bit of it, but I really don't care because I'm just putting these squiggly lines coming up each arm that I really want. And I only have one more to do. Like I'm actually sure, I'm positive I could be going over something, but I'm not really concerned about it because it's like the designs on starfish, so they like really have spots and designs everywhere. So I hope you can see that trail. It's like some squiggly lines, and you don't, even if I turn it, you see it's not dripping or losing its shape or form. And so I'm gonna let that sit and dry. And that is our demonstration, the conclusion of our demonstration on about Sgraffito and slip trail. And any time, if anybody wants to try those particular techniques, then anytime during class or anytime period, you can just ask me any questions if you've forgotten any of the tips or techniques, and you're also welcome to look that stuff up. So I hope you all have gotten your clay. So far, I see that we have one, Vicky Van Dyke, Jacqueline Lattimore, Gloria Bell, Diana Williams, and Etheria, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that looks like it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of you. Does everyone have clay?
Yes.
No.
Okay, who does not have clay?
Oh, I'm just not where my clay is, but it's...
I mean, I'm just asking who, I'm trying to see who participated and who not participating.
Okay.
So I guess that's Miss Gloria, Miss Carrie, Van Dyke, Diana, and Vicky. I don't know. However, if you participated, let me see your clay put up. I have to see who's participating to be able to jot down what's going on. Okay, I got Mr. Howard, Miss Williams, Carrie, Miss Willis, and Miss Bell. Even though I said y'all last name. So that's on those. Am I missing anybody? All right. So let's see if that's an even number. That's 4 people. I'm gonna put you all on teams. Hold on, that's 5 people. No, that's 4 people. I'm gonna put you all on teams. So I'm gonna have Miss Gloria Bell and Miss Carrie. Do y'all know how to type in the chat?
I don't.
Okay. So sometimes as it pertains to doing some of these activities, I want you all to be able to type in the chat. But if someone is not able to type in the chat, then we're going to have to do it verbally. But typing in the chat will give you like a fair run as it pertains to, it's sort of like a buzzer or a button. If I say, give me an answer and somebody types it in the chat first, that means you will be the first person. But I guess blurting out, I don't want to be unfair if it seemed like I didn't hear the correct person or something like that. But just for practice, I'm just gonna go ahead and do an individual thing. We don't even have to worry about teams right now. I'm gonna give you a certain amount of minutes. It's probably gonna be only 2 minutes. Only 2 minutes. And the purpose of doing this, I will tell you right when you're finished. So, starting, I'm going to tell you to make something, and you're going to have 2 minutes to make it. And I'll let you know when your time is up at the 2 minutes. All right. I want you to make a bird. The time starts now.
Oh, man.
A bird has certain characteristics. It has a head, a body, 2
Yep.
wings. It may or may not have legs, but it has a thing that we usually call a mouth, what we use to speak, make sounds, and eat. It's called a beak. Those are the parts of a bird. And so therefore, I've given you clues. You got 1 more minute. Time is running out. Take your time. Have fun.
I have an imaginary bird.
I'm sure. I'm imagining one myself. You still have time
No
to
play.
play. This is just the first exercise. You still have time to go get play.
Piss. Okay. What is this?
Time is almost running out. I wish I could give y'all a countdown, but I can't. Bird, 2 minutes is almost up. All right, time's up. Put it down, put your hands up. Let me see your hands. Put it down, put it down. Put them hands up. Put them hands up. All right, good job. I see some people's hands dirty. Don't be cheating. All right, so everybody pick your piece up, and first I want to see Miss Gloria Bell's.
Oh, her wing fell off.
It's okay. Hold it up there with it. Turn to the side. Okay. We like that. All right, next, let me see yours, Miss, let me see yours, Miss Terry. Okay, I see your wings and your bird.
Oh, look at that.
Show me a bird, I'm imagining a certain type of bird that I actually can see different types of birds that you all made. All right, Miss Diana Williams, let me see your bird. Okay, turn to the side and the front. Okay, good. It's in flight, it's in motion. All right, Mr. Van Dyke, let me see your bird. Mr. Van Dyke, let me see your bird.
That's
Wait,
one
hold
of
that
them
thing still.
good.
What the? Okay, I'm gonna give some comments. They just comments from the teacher. Mr. Van Dyke has a bird, but it's a spaceship. Miss Carrie bird to me looked like kind of like a penguin. Look at it, kind of looked like a penguin. Miss Diana Williams bird, it looked like a bird just in motion because of the way the wings was going. And Miss Gloria Bell's bird, I can't say that, it looked like a vulture. Yeah, that's what it was. It looked like this vulture that I see in the cartoons back in the day. It looked like a vulture. That was really good. All right, don't be crying, Mr. Van Dyke. All right, so let's do another exercise. Has anyone else gotten some clay? Anybody else want to join? Miss Jacqueline, you got your clay? Good job. All right. Lay down on paper. That's great. All right. So the next thing I want you all to make is you're gonna have 2 minutes. Once again, y'all see that 2 minutes was really short. So if you want to just kind of spray some water in your clay right now to reconstitute. I'm just giving y'all a little chance because you want it to be fair. You don't want to start reconstituting when I give you the object to make. So Miss Etheria, although you don't have your clay, but I still see your video, you still more than welcome to give positive comments or feedback on the pieces that you see, if you want to. Positive feedback.
Okay.
Who is
In
DJ?
other words, keep all my negative comments to myself, right?
I don't have any negative comments. Remember in class I say you're the angel? Remember that?
I'm joking.
You remember in class I tell people you're the angel, so be an angel.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
they don't know how good you've been since we've been out of
Oh,
class.
that's Miss Brenda. Miss Brenda, you don't have no clay today?
I don't have any clay today to make those.
No problem. You feeling okay? You feeling okay?
I feel better.
Okay, that's good. Well, glad that you're joining with us. We miss you.
Thank you.
All right, y'all ready? 2 minutes. Make a fish. Time starts soon as I said that. Make a fish.
I got it. I got it.
Girl.
You didn't let me know we were going to be tested.
I said yesterday, although I'm going to show y'all my finished project from scratching the Sgraffito, the Italian Sgraffito, I said right after that, we're going to do something really fun. So be prepared. Being prepared is being prepared is just being in class, because in class, this pottery, don't you do clay? You got to be having something. You never know if I want you to do a project on the spot. But I'm not gonna.
I tuned in late. I tuned in late, so.
It's you right on time. It's okay. I know you're feeling a little probably sad that you can't show off your creations, but we're gonna have more. We're gonna have more exercises like this. Don't worry. Just enjoy everybody else's.
I make sure I do.
I want to show out and make something myself, but I decided to just let y'all shine. Gotta let seniors shine like y'all do anyway.
I got to talking so y'all will have more time.
Oh, girl, you ain't got me off my day. All that time almost up. I'm looking at the time.
Yeah, okay.
All right, time's up. Put it down. Put your hands up. Put your hands up, Miss Jacqueline. both of them. I see one hand. Both put your hands up. All right. So, first person, Miss Jacqueline Lattimore, let me see your piece.
Oh,
Your
Lord.
fish.
Okay.
Oh, well, all right.
Yeah,
Looks like a fish to me.
Fish.
very good.
That's an excellent fish.
Mhm,
No word about.
very
I
good.
didn't get a chance to do the tail, right?
That's an excellent fish. All right,
Okay.
we're gonna mix it up this time. Miss Carrie, please let me see your fish.
Not bad.
Okay, but when you turn to the side, be still.
Like a
Oh,
crocodile.
okay.
That's a dolphin with a baby on the back, right?
That's a crocodile.
That's his fins. That's his fins.
Those oh, okay.
That's
And
it.
that's his tail. That's her tail. And these are other fins.
Yeah, I
She a
love
big
Okay,
fish.
I see it.
She a red snapper.
it. It looks like one of those long, it looks like one of those long salamander looking type fish to me.
Okay, that's it.
You're so silly. It can be whatever you say it is. Mr. Van Dyke, can you please show us your fish?
Uh-oh.
What the?
Oh, wow.
That's a bird, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a
That's a bass. That's bass.
Serious?
Yeah. That's
Okay,
bad.
I can see it. You know what your fish looks like? It looks like the cichlid.
It's angel fish.
Oh, angelfish. It kind of looks like it looks just like an angelfish too. Yeah, I
Uh-huh.
see it with that small little tail.
Uh-huh.
Right. Fish.
Yep, that looks really good.
Look good.
Yep, good job. All right, so the next person is Miss Gloria.
Okay.
That
Okay.
looks just like the
All
glow.
right.
Good fish.
Yeah.
Cute. I love those big old eyes.
Oh, that's
Got the
good.
big bubble eyes. That's cute. All right. So, one thing is I want to say to you all, if you need to wipe your hands off of something, I mean, feel free, but it's up to you. Who is that doing it like that? All right. Students are given a fist-sized lump of clay and a short period of time, 30 seconds to 3 minutes, depending on the project objectives, to sculpt something in motion. Good examples are maybe a bird in flight, or a horse galloping, or a person jumping, or a tree blowing in strong wind. This can be a fun way to have the participants or the students generate ideas to sculpt. The benefits that you all would have been receiving today is, all right, so you didn't have a time to get self-conscious about getting all in your mind and your brain about what it is you're gonna do per se. You just had to do it on the spot. So when all you have is a minute to make something, you don't have time to worry about if it won't look exactly the way you want it to. So that's one good thing that frees you up and opens you up, and it doesn't put restraints on you, so to speak. Working this way moves your focus from small details to overall form. Y'all get it? It moves your focus from worrying about little details, although I've seen some people with the little mouths and the eyes and, fins, but overall you're trying to get the regular form. So when I say time's up, it'll look like what it's supposed to look like, supposedly. All right, cramming so many things or ideas. Sorry. Many times on longer projects, you get bogged down with little details, cramming so many in that ideas in that sculpture looks lifeless and contrived. Working fast forces you to think about overall composition. This exercise also should have encouraged you to think about visual motion in static forms. And yes, incorporating motion makes sculptures more dynamic and dramatic. All right. So, are you all close to like a piece of paper and a pen or anything?
Yes.
Who said that?
Yes.
How many people got paper and pencil or whatever? Missy Theory, you going to get some paper this time?
Yes, I'm going to get into it.
Good job. If you have
Okay.
to get up from your space to go get paper, you only need one sheet, that's fine. Paper and pencil or paper and pen.
I'm ready.
I see Mac Leslie on here, the Leslies. Thank you for supporting and joining if that's the Mac Leslies that I know. And everybody ready?
Ready.
All right. Let's see what I have. I'm going to generate a few words. Maybe we'll do about 3. So don't write so big, so large on the paper. Don't write so small that we won't be able to see it. Maybe make the paper, make the paper 2 sections like in half. So you'll have one side on, so you'll have 4 sides. 1, 2, 4. You can fold it in half or you can draw a line down. It doesn't matter, but it doesn't have to be really neat. It's just a real quick exercise to get us working. So we will be returning to some of these exercises again in class, but they will be different. I'm going to generate a few words, and you're going to have 1 minute. Before the last exercise was 2 minutes. This is going to be for 1 minute. Okay, first we're going to do who's willing to get out of the, it's Mr. Van Dyke. Okay, Mr. Van Dyke, you have more than 1 sheet of paper in front of you?
Just one sheet.
Anybody got more than 1 sheet of paper? Miss Gloria?
I do.
But you say you don't know how to, you don't know how to do the chat, but you know how to read the chat, Miss Gloria?
No, I see the button down here that says chat, but when I click it, it doesn't do anything.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna send you a message. This is just an example. But I'm gonna send Miss Gloria a message, Miss Gloria Bell a message, and she's going to take 1 minute to draw what I'm saying to her, and then I want you all to guess what it is. So I'm gonna do that now. Miss Gloria, you ready?
Yes.
This will be your separate sheet of paper. All right. All right, cool.
I do that.
Have you sent the message?
No, ma'am. I'm sending it
Okay.
right now. I just sent it. But you don't say anything. You see it?
I saw privately.
Oh. You don't see what's under that, but don't read it.
No.
Does anybody else see the chat?
No.
I can do it on my phone.
All right, don't worry about it. I'm just gonna go.
That's the chat.
Who, what, when?
I see it, Kim. It
Okay.
came up.
Okay, go ahead.
Ooh.
You got 1 minute. Look like you bust out laughing.
Mm. Okay.
All right, show everybody what it is. And y'all supposed to guess what it is. You gotta hold it up. No, right there.
Okay.
What is it, people?
It's a rabbit. It's a rabbit.
The ears.
Don't say that, Miss Gloria.
A bunny.
Who said that?
It's a rabbit.
It's Jackie.
It's right.
Bunny rabbit.
Jacqueline Lattimore is right. It's a rabbit. It's a bunny. That's what it is. All right.
What I get, y'all? What I get? What's my grade?
It looks like a bonnet.
So let's go to our paper that you're supposed to have separated in 4 blocks. Everybody, you're gonna have 1 minute to draw a cactus.
A what?
Cactus.
Cactus.
Do I tear it or just Kim?
You didn't have to tear it. It's up to you. Cactus. Let's go. You only got 1 minute.
What did you say?
Cactus.
Can't understand you. Maybe I need my hand.
Cactus.
Oh,
That's why I'm writing it in the chat. That's why I'm going to go ahead and write this in the chat for y'all.
I have mine.
That can be just a. Who said they had theirs?
Brenda?
Hold on 1 second. Sorry. Okay, Miss Brenda. Okay, good job.
And a pie.
Mine.
Who's next? Miss Gloria?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, that's what I hear.
Who said that? Syria?
Yes. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yours kind of look like mine.
Oh, y'all just got fancy with the cactus thing. I put the cactus that sit out in my porch.
We got a pot with ethereal.
It's having a hard time, too. It's hard to kill a cactus.
Who else? Who else?
I got
Me?
one.
I got mine.
Miss Diana. Go closer.
Okay, that's good. Good cactus.
Good job. Good job.
Yeah.
It's mine.
I have mine.
Hold on. Miss Carrie.
Oh.
I'm talking about y'all just got so
Put it
fancy.
in the pot.
Carrie, you didn't have to put pot on the pot. We know,
I didn't want that y'all to think it was something else.
we know that's a pot. Let your art speak for itself. We know that.
Okay,
That look
no
beautiful.
pot.
Don't second guess yourself. We know
You
that.
thought outside the pot.
It's like she had 2 pots.
All right, let's see. Mr. Van Dyke.
There go my cactus.
Oh.
Oh, Mr. Van Dyke.
Okay, that's really, really good. It's really interesting to see how you all are thinking. We're going to do one more, and possibly for not the next class, because I don't know what we're going to be doing for the next class. However, you all know, y'all going to know during that time. But the next time, please be prepared when we are having class with the things that you need that we usually have in pottery or that you actually have at home. And you never know when we might have these type of exercises. But once again, these trivias, the questions, and these trivias, those are the type of things that you are going to be having to get you to win some of these place projects, the hand-built projects that I'm basically making, that I said to you all that I don't want to keep all the stuff. Okay, we're going to do one more piece. So y'all got 1 minute to draw I'm gonna put it in the chat as well, so y'all don't be cheating. Keep on talking about what did I say, what did I say. You have to draw. You're gonna have 2 minutes. 2 minutes because you gotta draw 2 things in 2 different boxes. Draw and
I only can't see the chat on this phone.
I'm gonna say it out loud, but I wanna be fair to do it at the same time.
Okay.
You're gonna have 2 minutes, that means you got 2 drawings. And the time starts now. Draw an ice cream and draw an elephant. Draw an ice cream and draw an elephant.
Elephant. Oh, here goes the problem. Drawing an elephant.
Elephant, Ashley.
My gosh.
Don't be hard on yourselves. This is
Yeah.
your job. You got, think about if you was about to get a check for $500 and you just had to do the best you could.
Okay, what else does the elephant have on it? Oh, right here. Got big ears. That sure don't, that kind of messed him up right there. I put those ears on him.
1 more minute.
Well, this is my version of elephant.
Hold on. The minutes are not up. You have to draw an ice cream and an elephant.
Man, I think I messed him up. Oh well.
There is no messing up in art.
Oh, there we go. I forgot one other thing he needs. I'm ready.
Still got a couple of more seconds. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up.
Oh, shoot, where my picture at?
Hands up.
Oh, my God.
All right, Miss Brenda Fang. Let's see your piece.
Cute.
All right. Your elephant looks fantastical, like a fantasy, and your ice cream looks very delicious, like you can eat it. That looks good. Don't be so hard on yourself. Who next? Who's next?
I don't know what happened to you. I can't see you no more.
How's your mind?
Okay, I'm gonna go to Miss Gloria.
Okay.
Oh, you know what, Miss Brenda Fang? That's what I think you was missing, the long trunk.
Yeah.
They look good.
That's pretty good, Miss Gloria. Yep, that's what you was missing, the long trunk.
That's it. I knew there was something missing. I couldn't figure it out. That's what it was.
I like your ice cream, Miss Gloria. I was trying to figure out what it was. I like your ice
Can
cream.
y'all see that?
Yeah,
Yes.
looks like something dripping off of it, like fudge.
Yeah, and my favorite cone.
She said, "Get the cone." Who's next?
Me?
Diana.
He's my elephant.
Oh,
Ah,
Beautiful.
good.
yeah, that looks
That's
good.
really good.
He's
Oh,
my
you did really good.
Oh, that's
Miss Diana, I love the fact of that on this back leg you put muscles into your like.
Yeah.
and the trunk is up. The trunk is up, so that's
Yes,
good.
it is.
Yeah, that's good. All right,
Wow.
who's next? Mr. Van Dyke?
Okay, this is my ice cream cone chocolate chip.
Okay.
Yeah.
He said chocolate chip.
This is my elephant.
All right.
All right, that's why I'm missing an ear. I forgot the ear.
Got the trunk up. Good.
That looks good, Mr. Van Dyke.
Leg, kick it to the side.
Ready.
You ready, Mr. Serious? Miss Carrie?
I forgot his ear.
Okay, let's see. It's okay.
Oh,
Oh,
I like that.
I like
Good.
the eye is really cool. I like it.
He's
He's
smiling.
smiling.
showing the butt,
And
showing his feet.
that's my ice cream cone.
All right.
Okay,
And
I
then all
like
of
the
the
fact of your emphasis of the design on the cone. That's yeah.
That's good.
All right.
Y'all doing a good job. Okay. And Miss Carrie, you ready?
no, but I'm gonna show it anyway. This is this is my ice cream cone.
Okay.
It's just plain. I tried it 3-4 times. I couldn't get it. And this
That's
is
good.
elephant.
Okay. That's interesting too.
You know what he looks like? The elephant looks like he's jumping up in the air on top
I
of
gotta go.
Yes,
he's
his
scared
ear
of,
flapped up.
like, you know, he's really kind of frightened of a mouse, but that looks really good.
Oh, well, thank you.
That looks real good. So I want y'all to see that y'all can really think on the spot. And y'all are doing a really good job with those. I have just a couple of more things to tell you as it pertains to, sorry, my goodness. Yeah. All right. Some people may not particularly know what clay is in its true form. Clay is a product of the earth that comes from the earth, that when it's heated, it becomes hard. Geologically, what do I mean by geologically, Mr. Van Dyke?
I have no idea.
Geologically means coming from the
Location.
earth, talking about as it pertains to coming from the earth.
Okay.
Geologically, clay comes from decomposed rock. You know how rock breaks down and we used to say rock becomes dirt or sand, that type of thing? Clay comes from decomposed rock. It is typically carried by water and settles together in a particular area where it is mined. Mined like, you know how you mine coal or diamonds, that type of thing?
Yeah.
Right. Now they're talking about clay in its chemical form. Like, what are the chemicals? Typically, clay is a combination of alumina, silica, and water, along with other minerals. Physically, like to the eye or the touch, physically clay's crystals structure is that of tiny sheets with water between them. This is like tiny sheets with water between them. The sheets are held together by suction, but can slide past each other like a deck of wet playing cards. All right, and the last thing is heat causes the clay to harden. At 600 degrees Celsius, the water is driven off. This is what's happening in the kiln. The water is driven off and it leaves a bonded alumina silicate structure. Further, the heat at 800 Celsius causes melting of the free silica and other materials into a vitrified. When I say it's matured, that means it's already almost coming out. Matured means it's vitrification or vitrified. It becomes like a glass-like substance. So that is the basic, I guess, lingo as it pertains to clay. And then my last questions for today are materials. Materials are the techniques we will be learning in class. The techniques that we will learn in class require a few tools and materials, a few simple tools. All right. To dissect or probe to cut, dissect, or probe. What is this clay tool called?
A needle tool?
Yeah, a needle tool or a pro tool. Good job, good job. This is a natural or closed cell, not cellulose.
What?
It's natural, it's like a natural fiber thing that has cells, but not cellulose. It's natural or closed.
The brush.
No,
Oh.
sorry.
Porous?
Sponge.
Sponge.
Oh, yeah.
Sponge. You know how sometimes they sell them sponges and on the pack you see something about cellulose or not so. I'm talking about the sponge. This is used to wipe up any spills.
Paper towel.
A towel. Good job, Ms. Jacqueline. Remember I said these were simple tools. You might think it's something that's gonna be really hard. All right. This is used to cover your work.
Plastic.
Plastic sheet or plastic bag. All right. All right. One more. So did you all enjoy the sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Very much so.
That we had today?
Yes.
All right. So the last thing we're going to be doing for today, sorry about that, is we just talked about clay. So when we were actually starting out Sgraffito, it started out with having to put coats of underglaze on the Sgraffito. And I was saying to you all that glaze was actually a form of clay. Glaze is a layer of glass that makes your vessel or your product shiny, waterproof, and food safe. Those are three things. Food safe, where you could eat or drink from it. Waterproof, where the water doesn't leak out, and shiny and beautiful. So it gives it a decorative effect. It seals it where it doesn't leak, and you're able to eat from it. So I've said to you all, sometimes we do have a few glazes that are not dinnerware safe. They are usually like some of those crystal glazes, but generally, mostly all of the other glazes, underglaze and liquid gloss glazes that I purchase are dinnerware safe in case you make plates or glasses or cups or something that you want to use. So the ingredients that make up a glaze are, you're going to hear some of the same chemicals that were in the clay, like silica. Silica are tiny particles of glass. Alumina. Alumina is a glaze inhibitor that keeps the glaze from running off the clay. Alumina, if it wasn't any alumina in there, when that glaze gets hot, it turns to liquid, it will just flow off of the piece. What keeps it from flowing right off your piece is alumina. Now, flux brings down the melting point of the silica. If you didn't have flux mixed with silica, it would get too hot. Don't forget, silica is glass. So glass, you could put a match on or a lighter under a glass, glass, and feel your hand starting to heat up and burn because it gets hot really quick. And
Are you saying F-L-U-K-E?
F-L-U-X, flux.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
the last thing that is in glaze is pigment or color. You know, African people, us, we black people have color, pigment, melanin. All right, not melanin, but this has pigment. These ingredients appear in various proportions. The amount of silica, alumina, and flux determines the amount of color and opacity. How is a glaze different from underglaze? An underglaze contains less flux. This keeps the silica particles from melting completely. So, can someone name all the stages of clay? One person, just by raise your hand. If you, first of all, how many stages of clay are there?
Stages.
Types of, yeah, the stages that the clay goes through.
Ooh,
You said it.
4.
no.
No.
I got it myself, Mama.
Let me look it up. It's 5. Does anybody know the 5 stages of clay? Come on now, the first stage of clay is what?
Greenware.
Excuse me?
Greenware.
Greenware.
No. That means as soon as y'all take out clay to start a project, it's green well.
No, it's just
No.
plain,
It's clay.
it's just plain clay.
It's wet. It's called wet
Wet.
clay
Wet clay.
plastic.
It's called what?
Wet, raw,
Oh,
or plastic. This is soft, workable clay that can be molded and formed.
Hey, oh my God.
What's the next stage?
Greenware.
Greenware.
No.
Green?
No.
Greenware.
The stage
Leather,
what I was doing the Sgraffito on.
leather.
Leather hard. As it gets dried a little bit, it's called leather hard. That's another stage of clay. Clay that has hardened slightly, but still can be carved, and it's cool to the touch. The reason why is it cool to the touch?
The water is evaporating.
No, because it still has water in it, like a lot of water content in it. All right, what's the third stage of clay? Y'all just said it a few minutes ago.
Greenware.
Greenware. Greenware is clay that is completely dry and it is ready to be fired. Greenware is very, very fragile. That's why I tell y'all, please don't handle them pieces. And it is not cool to the touch. The reason why it's not as cool to the touch because the water has dried completely as it pertains to air drying. It's greenware. What's the next stage of clay?
Bisque.
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 It's bisqueware. You can say bisque or bisqueware. Bisqueware. Bisqueware is clay that has been fired once and is ready to be glazed, stained, or painted. And what's the last stage of a product or your clay? Come on, Ms. Eric.
Fired?
Finish.
Who says, what you say, Mr. Van Dyke?
Finish.
Nah, you ain't finished. If you just
Glazed.
had something bisque in front of you, what's the next step?
Glazed.
Glazeware. Glaze. That's the next fire.
There's glaze. There's glaze, right?
If you paint it with glaze, then the next firing is gonna be a glaze fire. Clay that has been painted with glaze and fired a second time is called glazeware, and that's your finished product.
Said finish.
Y'all knew the answer of the 5 stages of clay. So that is wet, leather hard, greenware, bisqueware, and glazeware.
Must have missed something. Repeat that, please, Kim.
Wet,
Oh, that's what I meant.
it's wet. When you take it out of the bag, it's wet.
Right,
Wet.
that's
The second one is leather hard.
right. Mm-hmm.
Cause you like, man, my piece won't stay up. It won't stand up. That means, but when it does, you like, oh, it's got stability now. That means it's leather hard. Then the next one is greenware. When you left it alone, you finished with it, you letting it dry. The first firing is bisque, and the second firing is glaze. All right. Thank you, beautiful, wonderful people. I had such a really wonderful time with you all today. If there are not any questions, we are going to conclude class today. Anybody got any questions? Any questions? So I will be calling you all for the new schedule next week. And if you want to be a part of that as it pertains to the clay schedule, firing and everything. And thank you so much. I love your creations that you made with the clay. I love your drawings. I love all of the feedback that you've given and your intellect as it pertains to knowing the history of what you're doing instead of just actually getting in there. It's really good to know the history behind or the techniques and tips of what you're doing. Thanks again for joining me, Kimberlie, Wright. Contact your other fellow classmates if you are in contact with them to please encourage them to join the class. Or if you know any other young people, really young people, ages 55 and up that would love to join the class, please get more people to join. Just they probably gonna have a little fear of using Zoom. But however, don't forget our Harvest Festival that's coming up on October 30th. That's a Friday. We're gonna have the pumpkin carving and decorating contest. We're gonna have line dancing, and we're gonna have some costume contest. And don't forget Destiny and Aja afterwards is gonna be making some spooky treats. So don't be scared of that. My name is Kimberlie Wright. Thanks once again for joining me with Hand-Built Pottery and Sculpture. Thanks for supporting yourselves and have a wonderful and blessed day. Everybody, I love you.
Love you, Kimmy.
Bye-bye.
Good
Bye.
class.
Bye-bye, class.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Good job, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.